You late again, Smith, and you're fired.
You know that everybody's calling you a loser?
You ever wonder at what point you gotta stop living up here and start living down here? Eight Mile is like basically the borderline for Detroit, and especially when I was growing up, the color line. You know, there was literally a median that separated black from white.
I wanted a title that was specific to the world that we were going to take audiences into, and 8 Mile was the one that just seemed to fit perfectly.
It's such a big deal, especially if you're a rapper, to grow up on the Detroit side of 8 Mile.
The dividing line in the world of hip-hop between what is authentic on the city side and suburbia, what is not authentic on the other side.
Yo, I gotta save up some money and get the hell out of here. If you don't listen to hip-hop or you're older, you're not in it, you just don't care. It's not a big deal to you. It is if you're in it. Let me tell you, it very much is.
Yo, DJ Is, let me get that beat, baby. Give me that beat. Come on, baby. Come on.
I need a clown to push, someone that I can bully. Wait a minute, I don't think you understand fully. See me without a style's like mustard without the Heinz. I lead the new school, you're a buster without the rhyme.
8 Mile, if you live on the Warren side and you're downtown Detroit and you're battling at the shelter, you live in a trailer park with your mom, that's gonna be thrown against you. It's almost like a weapon or something.
Yo, Elvis, well, you don't want to step to this. You need to take that white-ass rap back across 8 Mile.
A battle, you know, is a squaring off between two rappers, two MCs, to see who is more verbally capable of holding the rap title.
And yes, believe it's real. It's time. We got Papa Doc and we got B-Rap.
It's so important, and it's like competing. It's like a sport that is somebody's life.
45 seconds, Rabbit. DJ, kick it.
If I lost the battle, it would be my entire world. It felt like it was crumbling, and a lot of people would say, what's the big deal? Get over it. You lost, try again, whatever. No, you don't understand. I just lost a battle. My whole life is over. When you step up to that mic and on that stage in front of a crowd, if it's 20 people, if it's 200 people, your rep is on the line.
So put your hockey sticks in baseball bat away, cause this here Detroit 60 Mile Road is that away.
It's the sport of it, and you can walk away from it, but at the same time, it's so intense, it can also be taken the other way.
Caught your Chokak at the shelter last night.
I'm down to New Detroit stamping now.
He got fired from a pizza place.
Yo, at least I got a job. We took some things that happened in my life and put them in the movie and maybe twisted them a little bit and added some things and took out some things.
He was fantastically articulate and almost eloquent speaker about his roots, how he grew up in Detroit, what hip-hop was to him, and how hip-hop worked.
Put it this way, if it was based on my life, then it would limit me to things I could do, and there would be certain guidelines we had to follow. But with this character, it's like, it's cool because I can do other things with him that ain't me. I'm Hollywood now.
I saw him on MTV years ago, and I really didn't know who he was. But in the span of about 5 or 6 seconds, he went from having this detached, icy, kind of urban glare to this fluid, kind of wonderful quality. And I just thought, what an amazing range.
What am I gonna do? What are you gonna do? Lily's out there by herself right now. Why do you gotta be like this? What did we ever do to you?
He gave me everything that one looks for in an experienced actor. He gave me dedication, he gave me focus, and commitment to the story that we were trying to tell.
Marshall Mathers, on one side, was this raw artist that hadn't really acted, and the other side was Curtis Hanson, a classic storyteller.
Curtis Hanson wasn't from this world. I'm not really from his world neither, you know, with the whole acting thing, so we basically had to put a lot of trust in each other.
Think back to that scene in Wink's basement.
All right, let's try it from that point.
When you think you know how a scene should play, there's always a different way that he will come up with that a lot of times is different than what you thought it would be, and it's better.
He early on expressed to me that he had no interest in being in an Eminem movie, quote unquote. He wanted to be an actor in a really good movie, and it was on that basis that we formed our partnership.
He's easy to work with as far as like if you want to try different things.
I think he feels our passion for the project, and he's passionate himself.
Let's see how it feels. Okay.
But I got love for him. His movies are great.
Palms are sweaty. Sweater already. Mom's spaghetti. He's nervous. Keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. Open his mouth. Words won't come out.
If I wasn't rehearsing or trying to memorize my lines for the movie, you know, I was writing, I had a pen in hand. Like, literally, they would say action, and I'd have to give my pen and paper to somebody and go into the scene. I had to write the music during that time. I had to write the songs I was gonna write for the movie during that time because I felt like I was literally in it. Creatively, for my music, this does a lot. It puts me back in that place that I was in 5 years ago. It's a lot of work, you know, going back and forth, trying to write the music and memorize the lines and do the scenes. But it all starts to blend together as one. It's just constantly moving, but I'm used to constantly moving.
Music is such an important part of this movie because the characters all feel so passionate about it. And then, of course, there's the Eminem of it all. And so I designed a couple of sequences showing him working on his material.
As Jimmy's trying to work out his thoughts in his head, you'll hear some words. You'll hear the beat. The song Lose Yourself, that's the lead-off single for the soundtrack. You'll hear that as work in progress throughout the movie, and Jimmy's trying to make it and build it into a song. You'll see him on the bus. You'll see him on a couple of scenes at home, writing and trying to work out the words in his head. I did like a lot of the composing and scoring for the movie as well. Losing yourself in the music, like basically blocking out every obstacle you have, every heckler that's in your way, blocking out what everybody has to say about you, finding yourself and finding your own voice and becoming that. If you feel it inside, let it go. Don't hesitate. Lose yourself in the music.
You're forced to listen to the individual, the metaphysical, the magnet and rhyme ritual, heterosexual. Syllables, they sound complex to you. Lines perplexing you with words that could put a hex on you. Snap that neck on you. Who pumped up to get rolled up? I spit venom in every direction. Soak some up.
Exhibit, of course, is a well-known artist, but the others who are in the movie, for example, Ms. Corona is a Detroit rapper.
It's a free concert.
My rhyme sentences are put the end of your existence with the rigorousness.
It was a great thank you, actually, to our extras because they were watching Eminem and they were watching freestyle battling. It was like having ringside seats watching Muhammad Ali do his thing because, you know, there's nobody better than Marshall at that.
I'm the champion. Can't nobody touch me. Flow gets off and slow starts like fat people in go-karts.
I say no, peace.
Everybody relate to it. We all have our own borders that we're trying to cross. They're borders that define all of us. And so in a sense, we all have our own 8 Mile.
If you want to make something of yourself, it's you. It's up to you as the individual.
All right, Lil, set it off. DJ, 45 seconds. Spin that shit.
I'ma murder this man. He the type to lose a fight with a dyke. They don't laugh cause you whack, they laugh cause you white with a mic. You're a laugh.
Freestyle rap battles. Opponents using words as fists. The words are improvised as quickly as they are spit. They rhyme, they are to a beat, and they are aimed directly at the specific weaknesses of the opponent. And when you see these battles, you see their dexterity with words and their use of words as weapons. You see the way in which they hurl invective at each other, literally as fists, as though it were a boxing match.
I remember when I used to do it, it used to mean, like if I lost the battle, it would be my entire world. Felt like it was crumbling, and a lot of people would say, what's the big deal? get over it. You lost, try again, whatever. No, you don't understand. I just lost a battle. My whole life is over. Like, that's how you feel. It's so important, and it's like competing. It's like a sport that is somebody's life.
The rappers face off against each other, but they actually play to the crowd because it is the reaction of the crowd and the applause that determines the winner.
Dollar tomorrow.
From the clubs of Detroit, we had hired about 350 locals to comprise our shelter audience. They worked long days, often 12 to 14 hours, standing inside a stuffy, tight, smoky space, wearing their winter parkas, yelling taunts at the rappers. The incredible group of extras, I hate to even call them extras, that were in the shelter, because they are as much a part of that sequence and starring as much as the people on the stage that they're watching. By the third day, I could see they were starting to drag. They were hot and tired and a little bored with the delay between takes. So I decided to pump them up. I'd noticed some impromptu rap battles occurring during their downtime. It reminded me that in Detroit, the dream of making it in the world of music is very much alive. I announced that we would be having a contest to choose 3 extras to battle Eminem in an unscripted sequence that might prove valuable when we were editing the film. It would show Jimmy Rabbit facing other opponents before his final confrontation with Papa Doc. And when I asked how many of them felt in their heart of hearts that they had the talent to rhyme and flow was sufficient to get up on the stage and compete, well, 140 of them signed up. Given that our shooting schedule in the shelter was tight already, I set the preliminary round for early the next morning, several hours before the crew would show up to start filming. Each contestant was given 15 seconds before the panel of judges. That was Paul Rosenberg, who's Eminem's manager, executive producer Carol Fenelon, and Craig G., who is a well-known freestyle battler. And so right off the bat, the extras were very excited to be able to perform in front of these 3.
Animal Chief is in the building. Yo, I can bring like Uzis and Zets, choppers and flex, half of your set, bound to get wet, trying to come rap, I dare you to step. Well, me ain't the only one that was fucking your bitch. See, I head out my house doing the Chinese splits. Oh, and then she tell you that she learned some new tricks. What? She can't talk with a mouth full of dicks. Rip this. Yeah. Hey, y'all. It's Young Go, y'all. Fucker. Yeah. Yo, I rappers that real niggas that fuck with the free world. We stand on silly rap, so get off my dick. Now fuck that, my bad. I'm fucking up a trio, please don't cut me up. Thank you. And so I create a way to make you move and make you get up, sit up, and watch me hit up, until you spit up. Truth about the man that they call him a rap nigga.
Showing suckers, I got juice. Freshly frozen, always squeezing. Rock MCs and do their knees in.
Rockin' the bridge with a bridge in the 6'10". I'm the real motherfucker coming on real strong. Make you wanna say, damn, how damn can she get on?
Cause I'm the mighty white, I'm the cracker that matters. Gotta back up before that shit splat. All I really need is this one opportunity to show you bitch niggas something you can never do to me.
I'm the real deal. Fuck what you feel, I got skills. Take a chill. If you ain't there, you sit still.
Cause I smoke more weed than the average man need. And when I take a piss, I see stems and see.
I take a fake smash, split a fake raps, they batter like cake batter.
8 in the morning with no warning. You want me to come up here and come off the top of the brain with some shit that ain't corny.
You wanna battle and I'm gonna speak that and close your weak flap. These snaps, the worst curses you versus me, rehearsing the fleet bird. I get like I get the motherfucking mind tonight. When you bomb myself to the 9 on my lap, you go drop with your mind snap.
Never bust a cap cause I'm more evil than that. I'm the type of nigga that'll rather snap your neck.
When I'm done with you, you cover your scars with band-aids. Why y'all got me battling this cat that's whiter than the jar of mayonnaise? Fuck the beat, fuck the beat, fuck the beat, fuck
check it out the right.
Thank you.
Good morning. Last night, we had 134 people sign up, and they were narrowed down to a group of 20. So, there are 2 votes that have not been counted yet. My vote and your vote. So, later today, we'll have these 20 semi-finalists come up, do their stuff on the stage, and you can evaluate them in the way that you would if you were at a ballot, right? Yeah.
With the field now narrowed down to 20, we squeezed the final round into our lunch break.
And we're now going to have them come up one after the other and see what they can do in 15 seconds. We're going to start with Marvin O'Neill. Sounds like Marvin's got some fans here. Alright, keep it ready. Let's give him a beat. Fat Killer.
Yo, this heavyweight nigga that's tipping the scales. For the visually impaired, I spit it in braille. For the hearing impaired, I spit rhymes in sign language. So you all get dying anguish for trying to hang with the invincible, lyrically indispensable. Off a 5th and 10 and 2, I be showing my genitals. You know I'm rough with mine. I turn my back on you bitch niggas in the game like Puff did Shine.
Pimp Thompson. Our first woman. Good luck, Jasmine.
Alright, y'all excuse my voice, but you know. Yo, what's the verdict? Do you and yours really think it's worth it? Aiming a gun on one, I mean, come on, what's the purpose on the surface? It seems things is perfect. Inside how the beats lurking. Eyes locked on you observing. Turn your burden expression to learning.
Well done. Parker.
Kilo Parker representing for my dogs.
Good luck.
What's cracking?
Yo, check the flow. It's hard going, it's like this. I'm lost like Jurassic, that's why I smash it. It's getting drastic. You whack bastards and getting stretched like elastic. You plastic, you Philly rabbit. I keep the mashing. Lock it down on competition like Rich grasping. Lyrical madman, beat the techniques I'm flashing. You buzzy acting like a VCR with just keep tracking. You don't want no static.
Cricket. Cricket. Cricket? Cricket ain't here. No? Yeah, you're not cricket. You're not. Now prove it.
How not? Prove it to me.
Not cricket. The judges say no.
Not cricket.
Sorry.
Not cricket.
That's
cricket. I can't spit it.
That is the definition of not cricket. To Angie Davis.
I'm gonna give it to y'all like this. I'll be the unstoppable, snatching souls without probable cause. Brains paint the wall, shatter your face, you fall. Where's the you dog? I got
Extra, read all about it. 19 motherfuckers who think that they bout it.
Who's gonna see me? Really, I'm just going to self-made like you're fucking rapping and chasing.
Yo, you get obliterated. Can't play this game, but still be demonstrated. Then bring you into the cypher to get disintegrated.
I know you hear this fucking crowd applause, and if you touch my mic, you get your fucking arm gnawed off.
Yo, I like the freestyle in a contest. I come through and hit you like the old West. It's like that, cause I am the best.
Keep my freestyle like convicts. This off for 20 you bid. Born assassinate soldiers like my mother with Tony Taylor Riggs.
The only reason why they call this a set, because they setting up seeds to get their ass wet. Spitting all their riches off with their machetes, ever ready to blow like confetti. They not ready for the Serengeti.
Who told you to move? You better stand still before I fuck you up. Worse than 10 ecstasy pills.
You into your bloody for fucking with my money. Grind pays, but only if you got enough time to get away.
Don't follow the guidelines of rap. They act like it's an accident. That my flow is this one. That dog shirt, you can't fuck with hot stuff. I had enough of wax on the niggas with no flow. Yo, my whole squad is fatal. Chase you in the table, pop the hood in the car and spark you with the jumper cable.
And my SOB, you know we got the game on lock. Moving units non-stop like pop. We gotta get them off in the burn with them for the body. Niggas out with them in the body. Till these niggas run. I'm the rubber from the gave up from the damage I done. But I haven't got run. Let's hit it run. Stop by anybody buying and catch one. The ducking and dodging, crawling, falling for the bullets I spit. Ain't no climbing, tripping, and grind, nigga. Give me your shit.
All right. What a finish. Marty's great. That's it. Results later. We've all compared notes and in fact came up with 4 choices that were unanimous to fill 3 slots. So what we've done is increased it from 3 to 4 slots to accommodate them. And the 4 winners are Marvin O'Neill, Super MC, Angie Davis, Maurice Grant. So we are now going to set up to shoot the sequence in which these 4 will perform. Thank you.